Hey guys, Kevin Shaw here, Editor-in-Chief of Mopar Connection Magazine. We're back at Tommy's Auto and Machine Parts. We're actually here to work on our Killer Kong 572 HEMI project. We've been waiting patiently for an open opportunity to get back into the machine shop. We had to wait for a couple parts to come in and a couple tools. Thankfully, we got an open window and we jumped right on it, and we're going to be working again on our iron Callies 4.5-inch bore and 4.5-inch stroke block. We have to get this block final honed so that we'll be ready to put in a fully ringed piston, connecting rod, and the crank with bearings so that we can get a final mathematical number of our static compression. With that static compression number, we can also calculate our dynamic compression. From there, we'll make a final decision on our cylinder head gasket thickness. I personally would like to see compression numbers around 11.5 to 12 to 1 compression, and I think we can handle that just fine on 93 pump gas on the street. A lot of guys want to argue differently, but in this episode and in consequent later episodes, we'll show you that higher compression numbers really are sustainable on the street, dependent upon your combination and of course access to what kind of pump gas you've got. Today we're working alongside Frank Offria, who has been a major part here at Tommy's Auto and Machine. You guys who are subscribers to this channel will have seen Frank in multiple videos. He's operating the dyno here at Tommy's. He's doing a lion's share of engine builds. He's been really hands-on in our HEMI build. For you guys who may not know, Frank Offria is the son of Larry Offria, who recently passed away just a couple years ago. Larry Offria is a name that hopefully many of you, especially older, historically minded hot rodders, might recognize from Vic Edelbrock Sr., Vic Edelbrock Jr., Ed Iskandarian. All of these giant names in early hot rodding all came to Larry Offria. And Larry Offria had built and established a name for himself and Valley Head Service that effectively was part of the foundation that SEMA was built upon. And Frank was born and raised in that shop. He knew every trick that his dad had taught him. He has all of that at the tip of his fingers. And amazingly enough, Frank Offria ended up here in Springfield, Tennessee, just a couple miles from my house, and I've got access to all of that wisdom, all of that experience here in building our 572 HEMI. Frank himself will admit he's more of a Ford guy, and he has a couple Fords in his collection, as well, of course, as a 57 Chevy built just after Valley Head Service's own 57 Chevy drag car. But Frank doesn't really care brand to brand. He's done it all. He's familiar with all of it, and he still has much more to teach me. He never fails to impress. He never fails to educate us with one more factoid or one more trick that he's got up his sleeve, most likely learned from his dad. I wanted to say these things here on camera because Frank is simply not the person who's going to toot his own horn. He's a very mild, easygoing guy. He's very unassuming, and you just wouldn't know what's lying underneath the surface if you just struck up a conversation with him. He's just one of those really humble guys. So I'm going to take the opportunity to shout it from the rooftops that Tommy's Auto and Machine has an ace up its sleeve in the form of Frank Offria. Alright, this is the tool we've been waiting for. Frank, tell us why we had to wait and order this.
Well, nobody makes this no more.
Okay.
So we had to have it custom made from somebody.
Okay.
What does it say? CCA.
CCA Racing Products. It's for a Gen 2 426, and it's a 4.550 bore. Okay.
Which would be so the cylinder, you don't want to hone the cylinder, plate.
No.
So it's a little bit larger. Okay. And it uses, of course, long bolts, short bolts. Comes with all these spacers. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
all that kind of stuff.
Whole shebang.
We
Okay.
use a stock length bolt.
Well, I'll tell you what, for anyone who wants to build a big displacement Hemi, Tommy's Auto and Machine has all the tooling necessary to do it now. That's great. £80, right? Yeah. All right. So that's set at 4 or 500 or
4, 5,
005, right?
4.5005.
That's right. Half a thousand. Okay, so something interesting that's kind of popped up and it's swirling around social media, and I kind of want to clear this up, is that the Callies Performance products Iron Gen 2 and 440 Hemi block, or I'm so used to saying Hemi block, but the Callies Performance Hemi block, you can also have it cut for a 440 motor. These are made in Fostoria, Illinois. All right, we did a video on it. We've shown the machining process. They didn't let me into the foundry just because of security and insurance reasons. But all these blocks are registered and licensed through Mopar. They're made in Fostoria, Illinois by Callies Performance products. Now they do have a performance line, and that is Comstar. And Comstar uses a foundry out overseas. But they machine everything from Comstar there in Fostoria, Illinois. The block that you see here, all the blocks that you're going to get through Mopar, all the blocks you're going to get through Callies or Energy products, Energy Performance, those are made in Fostoria, Illinois. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, we've been there, we put our hands on it. They're Fostoria, Illinois, American made. So we're going to go back to the process of final honing our Hemi block. Interestingly, you can see how much correction is being made here. And you can see how straight or crooked it is. Right. So this is obviously getting the job done, but it is correcting and straightening out the cylinder wall. So even when you think it's perfect, it's not. So that's why this final home process is so necessary.
See the dirt.
Oh my gosh, yeah, here, show me the rag again. All the dirt just from machining that out.
Yeah, and that's just part of it.
All right, we're gonna use the profilometer. We're gonna check for cylinder roughness. This is gonna tell us if we have a nice, clean, smooth surface, or if it had a bunch of chatter and tool walking, and if it needs another pass or not. Oh yeah? Yeah, that was a little cleaner. Now what's our threshold? We want between 25 and 35?
On the VK, maybe between
40 to 50. Okay.
So VK 65, which
is still high.
is still high, but I can live with it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, for what we're doing, right?
Right. So the RK 34 is a little bit on the side of the
Okay.
VK. There's a little high there, so you can probably use another maybe 8 strokes.
Okay. We'll do another 8 strokes and see how it cleaned up. Last process is giving it a brush. You see he's actually brushing the cylinders. And get a lot of the debris out, a lot of the dirt out. It's a nice final step. Something worth noting here at Tommy's Auto and Machine is the use of the Rottler machines. Rottler is a fantastic company that has been working with Tommy's hand in glove for a few years now. This particular machine is much more than just a honing machine, and something that is pretty cool about this unit is its Wi-Fi connection, so that if they do encounter a problem, Frank or any one of the guys here at Tommy's can get on the phone and Rottler can literally jump into the back end of this machine and look at any of the data codes, any of the alerts, and look at all the processes and find out what the line item might be so that they can correct it. So something really cool with this machine shop is its relationship with the people who actually build these machines. And of course, for a lot of you guys who are a little bit like me and want to support American-made companies, Rottler is out of Kent, Washington State, Pacific Northwest, and all these machines are built in the States with American hands. So really cool thing just to be supporting an American company.
The bearings will stick in here and see what the pressure is. The size here is good. Actually, it's a little big. So.
Okay. So do we need oversized bearings then?
I don't know.
Okay.
Set it all in there and see what we got and go from there.
Okay.
I have a feeling our clearance is going to be a little big, but we'll see.
Okay. All right, so we can't. You said they came in a little big.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna check our sizing then. Okay.
So zip them off.
Absolutely.
Slide them.
All right. When you said they're a little big, how big is? What size is that?
You know, about a 1/2,000th over spec.
A 1/2,000 over spec. What spec?
2 inches 9/43.
2 and 9/43.
If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, just tap the contest tab.
So you're miking out the mains. Seeing how far off we are.
See where we're at.
Okay.
That's that.
And that might change things.
Yeah. Thought that was kind of a lot.
I'm like, I'm really surprised it'd be that wonky, but
My bad. Big.
well, it was 5 thousandths too big when we didn't torque the.
No.
Yeah. So we'll tighten it down and then we'll see how far off we are.
Now,
Yeah, we'll try it out now. What's a tolerable?
say about 3.5.
3.5 is the biggest.
Okay, so right there we're 2.5. 2.5.
2.5?
No.
Oh.
Big size, yeah.
Okay. Hey, I had a question that came up last night. I wasn't even thinking of it. What are we measuring for piston to wall clearance? Is it around 6 thousandths?
We're at 5,000.
We're at 5?
Yes.
Okay.
That's their recommendation.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I went with. Again, it's just a natural aspirated, nothing
Right.
forced induction, no nitrous, no.
No.
We don't need extra clearance.
We're a little big on one of them, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
3.9?
No, 4.
Oh, 3.4. Okay. All right. You said 3.5 was like the max, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're good.
Okay.
We got, what kind of oil pump do we have?
Mildon,
Like a hot volume?
yes.
Stole hundreds of stuffed animals. They actually just released police say it was criminals hopped the fence onto the beach, but that was too heavy. They said that all hoping someone recognizes them and calls it in. Also, what are you going to do with 200 stuffed animals? A doe of the day.
Alright guys, for Mopar Connection Magazine's 10th anniversary, we're dialing up the Wayback Machine with our retro ringer Mopar Connection 10th anniversary Mopar Connection shirt. This is a faithful recreation of the Direct Connection catalog t-shirt. We've recreated it for Mopar Connection Magazine's 10th anniversary. Your favorite digital online Mopar enthusiast magazine is 10 years old. We also got a huge restock of our most popular t-shirt, the What Does Mopar Mean to You? This has all the really fun definitions of Mopar as an acronym. This has been one of our best-selling t-shirts over the last few years, and we got a massive restock of this. So come over to moparconnectionmagazine.com/shop and check out our anniversary ringer shirt. And with every t-shirt, you're going to get 2 free stickers. Now I'll roll. Okay.
Two of the very longest ones.
So it just pulls it right back into place, huh?
Right.
Oh yeah, you should be able to see straight through, huh?
Right. You should see the hole there anyway.
Right.
See it?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can't really see it on camera, but that's all right.
40 block, which we got the extra holes, which we're not using.
Okay.
That feeds the cylinder heads. This particular block, the cylinder head feed is off of the lifter galley.
Okay.
So there's no extra holes in the housing here.
And that would be the cross one on, it goes from the side, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's going to be a blank hole there.
That's right, yeah.
Give me a short spacer.
That's our... Tom had to call it in and get us this guy. I think it's almost a Chevrolet grind. If I remember right, his buddy at Comp said it was a big old hoss. I think the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, sorry. If you guys are wondering what kind of camshaft we're looking at, we initially were going to run this one. You want to focus? Autofocus, come on. But when we went from a 1.6 rocker to a 1.5 rocker, we had to compensate. So we reached out to our friends at Comp. And this is what we ended up with. Yeah, it's always good when the cam doesn't require motivation to go in. So the groove and that oiling hole is for a 440 that feeds the heads. Funny.
The nice thing about this paint, it doesn't take a lot. It takes a little bit.
Is that an adhesion promoter? Or?
Well, this, I'm just gonna leave it this color here on the back,
Oh yeah?
and then we'll paint the outside color,
Oh, so what color is that?
that HEMI orange.
Well, I meant the one in your hand.
This is what's called cast iron.
Oh, just cast blast. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, done for. Do you recommend that we clipped all the valley and stuff?
Yeah, we can do that, sure.
Okay. I have now. I've never used the spray can. I think
Now,
you guys.
normally I would do the glip tall here and all three sides,
Oh,
but I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
until you said something, so.
I'm sorry.
No, we're good. We'll just do this here,
Okay.
but yeah.
I have Gliptol in a quart. I can bring that if you'd like.
I got it in the aerosol,
Oh, okay.
so we just have to
Easy enough.
mask everything off.
Okay.
I got plugs I put in the lubricants and
Okay. I'll tell you what, trying to paint Gliptol is like trying to paint with tar. It's like pour 15, it's everywhere.
I haven't done it with a brush in
Yeah.
probably 50 years. No, I do have a can of it, but I didn't.
Well, I'll donate it to the cause, or at least to the shop. That stuff is no fun.
So that's all I'll do here.
Okay.
AT&T Star
Okay, you got steel plugs.
Okay. You don't like them?
More Chevrolet plugs.
More Chevrolet, there we go. As long as you paint over them, no one will know.
We're not painting over them. We're going to paint thin put them in so they stick out.
Alright.
It doesn't go, then it just falls in. Alright.
Just looks like Rust-Oleum red to me. The Charger was in Rust-Oleum red for probably 9 years of its life with me.
Really?
Oh yeah. Which was great because anytime I worked on it and scratched something or whatever, or I was doing body work,
Yeah.
end of the day I just shot it in Rust-Oleum red and it blended right in.
No problem.
Yeah, it was great.
Now is the bottom still like that, or?
No.
Is it painted?
I undercoated and blacked out the underside of it.
A Mustang, I'm going to use that. Try to, if I get my act together, is a lizard skin.
I have lizard skin. In fact, we lizard skinned the Fury.
Did you?
Yeah, we lizard skinned the trunk too.
Did you do the bottom or did you do the inside?
We did the. In fact, I went overkill. I did lizard skin on the trunk, lizard skin the entire bottom of the body, and we lizard skinned the floors.
Oh, okay.
It actually came out really nice, and
Yeah.
you know, the car rides pretty quiet, and
Yeah. I did the hush mat inside the car.
Yeah, we dyno matted or hush matted the inside of the doors, and up on the inside of the firewall for heat mitigation.
Right. But I hush matted the trunk area too.
Okay.
I don't know if that was such a good idea, but it sounded good at the time.
Unfortunately, this would be as far as we were going to get today at Tommy's Auto and Machine Parts. Frank had other obligations that took him out of the shop, and we weren't ready to get that final coat of HEMI orange paint on the engine block. We do need to clean up a little bit of the overspray of the Glipdol. That came off pretty easily, and you will see the orange getting on the engine block before we wheel it into the clean room for assembly. Thankfully, we were able to get quite a bit done today, getting the final hone to 4-inch 5/1005 is really a big step towards a final assembly, and we're very excited for it. Equally, we were able to check all of our bearing clearances for the crank. We were able to get the cam bearings in and make sure that the cam slid in nice and easily. In the next episode, you're going to see us wheel this engine block into the clean room and drop in the crank, start assembling our pistons and rods, and start taking measurements for our final static compression ratio. With our final static compression ratio determined, we will then be able to pick the right thickness of head gasket to get us as close as we can to a usable compression ratio. Again, I'm estimating about 11.5 to just shy of 12-to-1 compression, and that should be plenty for operating on the street using 93 octane. That again will be in a future episode, so please stay tuned and don't miss out on that. For all of you who hung out to the very end of this video, we want to thank you. And if you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And why don't you hit the like button? It'll definitely help us out on the YouTube channel. And if you want more awesome Mopar content and you don't want to wait till the next video, definitely go over to www.moparconnectionmagazine.com, where new articles are written and published every single day, Monday through Friday, entirely subscription free to you. There's no passwords, there's no downloads, there's no sign in. All you have to do is just go to the website and enjoy all the free articles that we publish all week long, entirely subscription free to you. So again, until the next video, we'll see you over at the magazine.